This is my paralyzed guy. Don't jump. They will. It just takes a minute.
Could you give us like a brief description about your dogs around here?
My dogs around here are both my personal freeloaders and summer fosters. Each of them have come from a terrible abuse or neglect case. That's the primary work that we do at Two Tailz Rescue. We take on a lot of the cases that no other rescue groups will. So they all have a story that they would love to tell, and I would focus on a few of them. This is Addison Grace. We call her Two-Ball Addie. Someone hit her with a baseball bat or a long object and broke both her hips. She's had 3 surgeries and she's fantastic. She's my ambassador for the pit bull breed. Dr. Good has done 2 surgeries on Addison Grace. He knows Addison Grace well. They love Addison Grace. She's sort of their just brilliant patient. She's so sweet, even when she hurts. Dr. Good was great with Addison and her surgeries. He does good work. He does great work. So we appreciate that partnership. This one is Riker. He's the paralyzed guy. Somebody shot him in the back. He's mine. I never thought I'd be mom to a paralyzed dog, but he is mine as well. But as you can see, they're thriving and happy.
So Two Tailz rescues dogs who are in a horrible state. How do you find them, and is this the type of problem that you want to deal with?
It's a great question. How do I find them? So literally, as I sit here today with you, I just got a message to rescue a dog in South Georgia that has been shot and beaten. I say that because we get, over 80 emails a day asking for help. We get urgent lists of dogs that are about to be euthanized. We have great relationships with a lot of the shelters here, so animal control officers will often just contact us directly before they even post them because there's such urgent needs. If they've been hit by a car, Tobias was another great example, one of my fosters. This was Tobias when we first rescued him. I don't know if you can, and just look at the big gunshot wound. Yeah, so this was day 40. I've had him in my pack, and that was day 2. This is him now. And he, just has no clue. I love you. Okay. Is it the work that we plan to do? Gosh, I can't say it is, but I can't say it wasn't. I just got into rescue because I'm so clear about my purpose on this planet. So, and then I have a huge heart for those that are very abused and neglected, which often happens to be the pit bull breed. So pit bulls, they are my favorite breed. So whatever I can do to protect them, help them, and rescue them, I will do.
What is a story that you like to tell?
I have so many to tell. I'll tell you the one about Ruger, my tripod pit bull. I don't know if you've seen him. So Ruger was dumped at a dumpster in a box when he was about, 8 weeks old, 10 weeks old. And anyway, somebody had burned him with cigarettes all over and broken one of his legs in 6 places. So we had surgery done on him, thinking we could save the leg. I fostered him. He went through 5 additional surgeries. I kept fostering him through those surgeries. And anyway, finally, we needed to take that leg, and he's doing great. As you can see, he can swim. He's one of my favorite success stories. He's my tripod, and He can run faster than most of them and swim just as great of them, and is the sweetest dog on the planet.
So I flew with you in Freedom Flights a few years ago.
Yeah.
Do you still fly dogs to homes outside of Georgia?
We still do, we sure do. That has not stopped. It's just a small portion of our rescue, but when we do get adopters up in, that southeast corridor, I'll call on one of our pilots and see, or I'll put out a request to our pilots and see if they could fly them. So that's still a big part of our rescue when we do adopt out of state.
So what do you want the community to know about you, and how can they help you?
Oh gosh, I would love the community just to know that we're not the biggest rescue, and that has never been my goal. I want to be the best rescue at what we do, and that means giving them the best care mentally, physically, emotionally, and finding them the best homes. We're pretty fussy about where our dogs go, so we're not afraid to say no to someone that wants to adopt a dog that we don't approve. So I want them to know we give the best and do the best we can with these really, really, really tough, difficult cases.
So how many dogs do you have here?
I have 6 up for adoption, and they are magnificent. They each have their own little quirks. So, some may do better in a home with older kids. Tobias, for example, is just a big old puppy, so he may need a home where, there's not like 2 or 3-year-olds, but they're 4 or 5, because he's probably gonna knock them over, right? And then we have Mimi. She's my itty bitty pitty. She is awesome. She's very athletic. She really needs to go to a home that's high energy and candidly where she can swim. She lives to swim. She runs and swims. She would be a great agility dog. The other one up for adoption, Raleigh. Raleigh's the super quiet, shy one. Hi. Oh. Thank you. You're such a... So, Bravo is another example of a dog that I got called immediately saying he was hit by a car. He could not walk. So I get him to University of Auburn, is usually our typical critical care partner on cases like that. And they get him there, and they said, after MRI and x-rays, they're like, who told you he was hit by the car? I said, the AC officers did. And they said, he's not hit by a car. I'm like, okay, but he can't walk. I'm like, why can he not walk? So then I'm thinking spinal injury. But someone had dumped him on the side of the road, unable to walk, which he was picked up. And he had what was called discospondylitis. And what that is, it's an infection. It can be like a UTI that just got so bad that that infection gets so big and collapses on their spinal cord. So he spent about 10 days at the University of Auburn, and I fostered him, and he is my gentle giant. He just learned to swim 4 weeks ago, so I can't wait for you to see him swim.
Oh my God.
Oh, he thinks he's the stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He does. Oh my God, Addie, you swim. Okay, that's all right. Go on. Go, Fifi, go. Come on, Fifi. No, Fifi, go. Go, Ivy. Go. All right, Fifi, go. Fifi, go. With your 2 balls. Come on, Fee. There's a lot that goes on here. Like this is like the crazy thing.